going on? What's going on? Let's see if we get some people in here. There we are. What's up, Martin, Gloomy, Clint, Anwar? Looks like we should be good. Private broadcast, Patreon only. Let me give a few wrenches here since everybody obviously is a Discord member. What's up, Peter? Crypto Tax. Interesting action. Bitcoin acting horrible. I'm fighting a pretty bad head cold, so traveled, got sick, etc. So what's up, Super Dog, Aimbot, Falcon, Spiller? I'm gonna give everybody some quick wrenches here if I can. Shamendra, Super Dog. I'll try to get everybody a wrench so we'll know. So, as everybody knows, I believe Technometer has deteriorated horribly over the last few days. I'm having a little bit of issue with the software, but everything's still correct. Technometer 52. That's really bad action. What's up, Andy, Kim, Nick? Let me wrench you. Okay, here's the 5-minute Bitcoin. This is only going back about a day and a half. And let me go to the 1 month. Alex, let me wrench you. Nick, you should be wrenched. Because Bitcoin is going down here, as you can see. I really can't believe, we had oversold technometers at both of these previous lows. Looked like we had good trades on. Technometer oversold here, didn't work. Technometer oversold here, didn't work. Now you see we have fallen, $500 while volume is holding steady. What's up, Steve-O? Terry, let me give you a wrench. Ernesto. Hold on here real quick. Rue. Okay, so that's what's driving the technometer, because we're falling with volume not coming in. If volume would turn down, you would expect price to possibly collapse. So I can tell you how I'm playing this, I think. For any PCG clients or anybody here, I had some 205 stops that did not get filled. I'm going to say the majority of my Ethereum stops did not get filled, but I'm leaving them there. Litecoin, I got stopped out. I'm going to say half my positions at 71. Bitcoin got stopped out at 99.25. I told a few people if they didn't do that to use a 98.60, which they got stopped out in this morning's wick lower. We're sitting here at 9,800 or below, so still everything moving lower. We've got shorts are not coming in. Even if we go back to 4 hour, you can see we're still up here at the top. So that's made me bearish all along. The wave count, I've stayed pretty bearish, even though there's a lot of Elliott wave people that are extremely bullish here, looking for surge higher. I was in that camp until I'm getting stopped out here. So as I get stopped out, I'm a little more bearish. So far, things aren't acting well. I'm going to tell you how I'm going to play it. I didn't go live for a while because I had a shitload of orders to put in. The only bearish count that I can really get, because I've showed a couple of bearish counts, the only one I can really show is this one here, where we had the ABC down for a W, ABC up for an X, and then what could be, and I've marked this AB, and then we need 5 waves down for the C. And I didn't expect we'd keep collapsing here, but we are. So I'm afraid maybe we've done a 1-2, 1-2, and if we don't hold here, we're going to get ugly. So still looking down at that 8,200, 7,500. I'm not sure. So that's the count. I wasn't going for that right now. I thought we'd rally to 11-1, but we've had a chance to do that, and we're not doing it. So that's bothersome. So if we go in and look at it closer, I showed this account where this can easily count. Hold on here a second. I got it on one of these. I want to show it. I mean, there would be really a 1-2 off the high from the 10-9. Hold on one second. There's different ways you can count this. Let's show that, 'cause that's the way I had it before. So you've got, this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which I've shown before to people. It's kind of a leading wave 1 diagonal. Then you've got really a flat correction that was leaning to the right. So we were so weak we couldn't do the 10-440. We did, what was it, the 10-3, which I would thought that rally wouldn't have gave up, but it has. So I think, again, that's the 1-2. Because somehow I'm trying to figure out why we're collapsing here. Then if you zoom in again, this is overlapping, but you can pretty well 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then another ABC that couldn't get to 10-1 or 10-2, like I've been talking about. Then we come down and make another new low. We rallied off that spike this morning. Here we are, 150 off the high of, an hour and a half ago. So, again, could be interesting. So this is the bearish count, which means we're going down right here, right now. We'll get stopped out of Ethereum for sure. We'll get stopped out of Litecoin for sure. And we're going to look for much lower prices. And if not, the bullish count is still that we've done this 1-2. We've done another 1-2, but this 1-2 was deep. That's a deep 2. And we've got another right here, 1-2, that once again is deep. So the only way to read that is just saying that there's been so much selling that we're going to catapult out of here. But again, you got to realize these are Elliott wave counts. I own Wyckoff, so I'm not looking at Elliott like that. I'm looking at it really as a confirmation. So this would tell you that tons of selling is coming in, price is holding, but that is not what the software is telling us. Tons of selling is not coming in, and price is not holding. So that makes that count to me, that counts as suspect. So the only other, again, we've had this count. So I was looking for an ABC up to 11-1. I mean, you could still easily say that we're going to rally here and go to 11-1. That count could still work, but again, Wyckoff does not back that up. Ethereum, Litecoin, all those technometers I showed yesterday, they look good. So the alts could have that rally. Maybe Bitcoin's going to collapse here. The alts are going to hold in. And then dominance is going to collapse. We've showed the dominance chart. We showed a 5-wave advance. We thought we'd get to 72. That pretty well was the high. So that could come down huge. That's why I'm trying to stay long Ethereum, trying to stay long Litecoin, and not excited about Bitcoin at the moment. Trying to do the opposite of what the crowd does. Because I know the crowd didn't chase Bitcoin. Then they got out of the alts and they chased Bitcoin. So trying to do the opposite of everybody is the best way to make money. So the only way for me to play all this, again, because I think we're headed down, but the alts look good. So what I have done, if you go into the 5-minute chart, because I'm bearish, I want to go long Bitcoin on account that would take out the bearishness. Obviously, that'd be a rally above this 10,080, because that would say this isn't a 1-2. Probably, I mean, this could be an ABC, this could be an ABC, and rally up here, but I think a 1080 print would make me scared that I'm missing out on a rally. So I'm going to buy a 10080 print. If that gets filled, I'm going to run a 97.50, 97.60 stop. So hoping that we don't go to 10.1 and then collapse, because that could happen, but chart would be a little bit ugly. We'd have to hold right here, quick run, but I'm willing to take that risk. I lose about, I lose 3.5% or something. So that's what I'm doing. Not buying here. If you want to buy here, probably pick up some Ethereum and some Litecoin. If you think we're making a test of this morning's low and can really turn up here, I wouldn't stop you doing that. But I think what I'm doing is, again, 10080 I'm buying with a 97.50 stop. That way the train won't leave the station without me. A lot of accounts, I'm still long Ethereum, I'm still long Litecoin, so those things will probably surge. And if Bitcoin collapses here today below this 97.10, then it could get ugly. If it does, I'll be setting in a shitload of cash on the way down. So I'm okay with that. So I just wanted to update everybody. That's what my thoughts are. Any questions here? XRP, the same type of thing. I mean, it's kind of where the levels where we had got stopped out. XRP is trying to go higher, so the text on XRP was friendly. So that could still be one like Ethereum and Litecoin that could lead us higher. I just think the drag of Bitcoin is going to be a problem. So we shall see. Let me bring up a few texts here. Let those load up. We'll do Ethereum real quick. Let me wrench you guys here. Green Monkey and MDF. Well, it looks like everybody wants to buy these breaks. Everybody's trying to defend the 97, 9800, 9900. But and then we just fall on our own weight. So again, just not, I'm not seeing that good of action. So I mean, ADA was still looking halfway decent. Again, it looks like the alts maybe put in some type of low, but we all know probably if Bitcoin breaks to 8,200, that's going to bring in some selling, I would think. So I'm a little bit worried about that. So really anxious to see the rest of Bitcoin trading today. on 1 second. I'm buying a 10.080. Back hit this way too high with a 97.50 stop, 97.60 stop, whatever. Again, with the idea that we've had 1-2 1-2s and we're going to keep deteriorating. But if we go above 10.080, then this 1-2, you know, still could be, and I could be wrong here. I mean, you can still have that rally and say, okay, that would hurt me because I would buy the 10.080 right when we're ready to collapse. Again, I don't think that's the count. I think we're just getting too deep here. So I don't want to be caught in a waterfall decline. If I do the 10.080 with a 97.50 stop, I lose like 3.6%. I'm willing to take that risk because I've been putting a little bit of money in my pocket. Losing some on trades is a part of the game. So we've had a good year. That's a trade I think worth taking. That way I don't get left on the upside. But I sat here. What's up, Shinobi? But I sat here with very little risk now because we collapse here. I'm going to get taken out of basically all of my trading bags. I'll be 100% cash on the way down. With a break to 8,200, which is still kind of my guess. I mean, BAT was probably good news why we rallied earlier in the year. I mean, I think BAT's probably just a non-event. I'd said, 10 days ago that probably would be perceived as bearish and give us a reason to sell. So today's action probably will start that on Twitter. BAT's nothing. A sell signal like the futures was a couple of years ago, so which would be a good reason to sell. There's Ethereum, 42.89. Way better chart than Bitcoin. So again, everybody sold the lows on this thing at 160. We were bullish down there. Wrote the article here at this area saying that we're headed higher. So if Bitcoin collapses, Ethereum will just come down and, probably down this area here at the 185, spike a low, and then you'd want to buy it for sure there. If Bitcoin does 8,200, you're probably going to want to pick up these alts. So, again, I mean, these lows, everyone's buying them up that we're not holding. So I never thought when we was at 10.3 that I would get stopped out of a 99.25, which was overlapping this wave one. That's why I had my stop there. Then we had this sharp rally that gave away yesterday. So. Again, if you're PCG, I mean, most of my 205 Ethereum stops did not get filled. A lot of my Litecoin 71 stops did. Some did, so make my life a little bit tougher. But those stops I still think will fill here on the next time if Bitcoin doesn't hold these 9,700 levels. And I really think if Bitcoin gets below 9,700 today, this 96.50, I think we're going to just waterfall decline. I think that'll be give up mode. Ethereum USDT 46 technometer. me see if I've got. There's hot USDT, Rue Maroon. Looking for a bottom. Again, I guess I would think some of these are sold out, so low might not be in, but probably the worst is. So again, if this count is correct, we've got a 1-2-1-2 to the downside, which means we are now ready to go to the downside. So like I said, it would get ugly. So this count does work, and it backs up the Wyckoff technometer. So everybody knows I'm not giving a buy down here with the technometer 51 on Bitcoin. No way. That's why I got to buy above my head. It wouldn't look right. A 10-1 just wouldn't look that bearish right here, I don't think. Or if you want to wait for a 10-3. A 10-3, I would think, would be bullish as well. So I think you buy on the way up. I'll do the link, Chris. I guess Nick's given an update stop there. Let's go to the 4-hour link. That's one I called. I thought we would do a shakeout down to this 180 level. So we did do the 150. So again, I think that's probably a good one to hold here. Buy on the next break. Micro loan, let me give you a wrench. Tim, September, I don't think shorting Ethereum here is a smart move, no. That's one of the stronger ones. I'd rather short Bitcoin here if I was going to short something. XLM USD. We all know we had the big rally here. We retraced about 75–80% of it. Not one of my favorite ones. Probably rather buy strength later, or buy it when Bitcoin trades 8,200 or whatever we get here to the downside. Peter, I just said I'm still long a lot of Litecoin, Ethereum. My stops didn't get filled. I wouldn't really. I mean, that's a tough one. I'd watch here right now. If Bitcoin can hold in here, maybe you can nibble on them. But if you're itching to do something, buy some Ethereum, buy some Litecoin. If you're at 3 commas, you can put in a conditional order that if 10.080 gets touched, you go to market with a buy and then you trail a stop. So 3 commas, hella handy. I think we got a link up in our welcome area. Referral link. Get you a little bit off, I think, at 3 commas. I think you could have a free account over there. There's some way, and then the other account, I think, is like $20. So I think I've got their professional account for $100. But I think you get all that for the cheap account. Stop losses go to market. A lot of people are fighting stop losses. 3 commas, that's the answer. Sorry, I've got a head cold. Did some traveling and got a little bit sick. There's BB Junkie telling you if it's free. Appreciate it, John. Left me a note on Patreon. I don't sound too good. I'm on medicine though, so. Well, 98.20, so nothing here more to update. So I guess I'm going to check out. Don't know if Nick and I will go live in 6 hours. We'll see. We're trying to get back to that schedule. Just busy. Markets haven't done much. If you got any questions for me, hit me up in Discord, Twitter, wherever. So I think it'll get interesting here. So I lean to the bearish side because our technometers. So. All right, everybody. Appreciate the support and Patreon, Discord. Hopefully we'll keep making some money. So peace out and catch you again.